Greetings, greetings, greetings. You are now tuned in to the Vault. Trust Christian, own nothing, control everything. Just want to thank you for tuning in live or listening to replay. Always appreciate all of our live listeners or people that listen to the replay. So, always appreciate you all. This is episode 209, SPC Univershity, and definitely wanted to do this episode because we get so many people that contact the Vault asking us about this secure party creditor process. And so many people ask about this. So we've talked about this. We shared this recently. This is actually one of the antidotes for black people to secure themselves in a position of business and otherwise, and anybody secure themselves in business and otherwise. Uh, and what is it that they're doing? So we definitely wanted to have this conversation with people that contact the vault, do an episode for them, and just kind of share the thoughts that we have on a particular subject matter, particularly SPC process, and the university aspect of it. Because when it comes to people thinking that we're going to go through some process and we're going to become millionaires, or this process is going to free us. Ladies and gentlemen, slavery is mental. Ladies and gentlemen, it's not just on paper. So when we talk about SPC and what value it has in the world, we're talking about the value of, are you making money or are you not? And in what position are you doing it in? So there's organizations and people that want to share processes on how to protect so-called their legal name, their government name, so-called protect themselves in commerce, and they're utilizing secure party creditor, which has been something that's been passed down for years. Just information that is shared with people that says, oh, if you go through this paperwork process, you're going to be somewhere closer to freedom. But where is it about generating wealth? See, people want to talk to people about securing something, but what are they securing? Supposedly, the secure party process is to secure interest in property. It's supposed to secure an interest inside of the birth certificate. That's what people try to go through. They try to put this lien supposedly on their social security number, or put a lien on the so-called birth certificate. That's what people are utilizing these processes for. They're utilizing these processes to say that they've securitized an interest in property. People are saying these things. So, since they secured an interest in property, what position did they do that from? From a business or a personal position? Are you doing this secure party process in a business position or a personal position? Because most people are doing it. Oh, I'm going to put a lien on it. Oh, I'm going to go create a trust. So you, once again, the secure party, who? Creditor, put a lien on a debtor's name. You put a lien on what? Would you know how they say? People say, I put a lien on my government name. Oh, I put a lien on my name. You put a lien on your name. These are the mentalities that we've heard for years from these pirates, these gurus over the internet that are telling you that they're going to put you they're going to give you the process for your freedom paperwork, for you to control the interest in your government name, to control the interest in a name. And you only did it with one name, the name you were so-called given on the birth certificate. So you go through SPC University, and then you come out and you say, okay, now I got my certificate for SPC. I got my secured interest in my property. But how much money did you make off that? See, let's get back to the business, huh? Because did they make money off of you going to a university? What is this, SPC University? Didn't they charge you for that? They charged you for the process, right? To make you what, freer? Free from what? Oh, to secure your interest in property. Right. So when you secure your interest in property, are you going to securitize the property? Are you going to create derivatives from the security now? Did you get that far in university? Did you get that far? Did you get that far where you go through the process of supposedly securitizing property? Did you learn securities? Did you learn that it's a security instrument? Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. We learned it's a security instrument. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. We're gonna go to the scamsters now. This is how the scamsters talk. The scamsters say, yeah, we're gonna take this document, you know, the so-called secure party creditor, a financial statement, and we're going to show that it's securitized interest in a security. Now it's a securitized interest in a security. Okay, that's fair. What happened to is that the security? Or is that showing the public that there's a security interest in property? See, people forgot to say, oh, but then they say, well, it's a notice. Oh, okay. So that's not even the real security itself. No, no, no. We got all of this ancillary documentation as if it's a business plan now to get what? It recognized as a security. So, okay, are you going to launch your security on a security exchange? Are you going to do that? Are you going to create what is in $1 trillion market called a derivative? Did they share that with you at SP University? Did they say that with you? That you're gonna launch it as a derivative on a market. So how many of these guys say we launched our security on the market? Have any of them launched it on the market? That's why the vault doesn't talk about these style of messages, but we're very aware because it's contract. It's a security interest between a creditor and a debtor. There's always got to be that in a contract. It has to be someone that is giving away credit and someone that's accepting a debt. Someone that's giving a debt, but someone that's also giving the credit. It's that simple. It's a security interest. But oh no, no. The UCC is turned into the actual security instrument itself. No, it's not. It's an actual notice. Who'd you put on notice? The public. Security interests are private contracts that come from the private and they're put on notice through the public. So the so-called private interest that was created was what? Put on notice to the UCC and the public. UCC is commercial, so it's public. So which one did you secure first, the private or the public? Oh no, hold on, let's repeat that again. Did you secure your private interest first or did you secure the public? Oh no, well we got a private agreement in the UCC that we filed. Oh really? So you have a private contract. Most people don't even know what laws give them any power to contract at all. They think the UCC gives them power. How can a man give you power? No man gives you power in contract. Men uphold the law. Men uphold the contract. The contract makes the law, not man. The contract. Did people know that much? Did you learn that at SPC University? Did you learn that? How many people go through SPC University, contact the vault and say, we still need to learn trusteeship? You want to learn trusteeship, right? Because at SPC University, they don't teach you what? Trusteeship. That's all the game is about. It's about being a trustee over a contract, period. But are you a trustee over your own trust or are you just a trustee of a trust? Are you the beneficiary or are you the creditor? Are you the trustee or are you the beneficiary? Did you create the trust? Most people that go to SPC University are they're the creators of their own trust. So that means it's a grantor type trust. Oh yeah? Yeah, that's called a living trust. That's a public trust. Did they tell you that at SP University? That if you create the trust, it's a grantor type trust, it's a public trust? Did they teach you that at SPC University? SPC University taught you to be a what? What did it teach you to be? A trustee over a contract? That a company that you created, it always goes back to you. Why? Because that's what SPC University is. It's about you. It's about you. It's not about you. Guess what? It's really not. In trusteeship, it's about the contract. In trusteeship, it's about the beneficiary. We're here for the benefit of the beneficiary. SPC University, what are they here for? They're here for university. That's what they're here for. So the beneficiaries are the people that buy the product, smoke it up, sniff it up, and come out saying, I'm still addicted to information and not action. Because guess what? If you got a security interest, don't you have a security in your hands? Don't you have a income producing asset? A security is supposed to be an income producing asset. See, this is the foolery that we hear over the internet. Let's hear how the foolery compares to the facts. See, when you come to the vault, you learn about the facts, the insurance policy that says, guess what? Yeah, that's a security interest too, and it's private. See, that contract is private without the government. Insurance is private. They have public insurance, that's Social Security. Then they got the private one, the one that you grow a pair and you contribute to your own benefit. And it's not to your own benefit. That's what SPC Univershity tells you. It's to benefit you in the contract. It's not. It's actually to benefit the beneficiaries. So the trust contract is for the benefit of the beneficiaries and trusteeship. How many people know that? So what happens in the insurance contract? Who's it for? The beneficiary. Are you the beneficiary of your insurance contract? Are you the beneficiary of the SPC contract? Why? Because beneficiary incurs liability. Period. Manager means manager. Beneficiary means beneficiary. Everybody has a title. That's why the bankers can sit here and tell you we don't determine our salaries. The board does. The board of trustees does. The board of directors does. They don't determine their salaries, even though they're the CEO or the trustee of the company. They're not the single board decision maker. When you go through SPC University, did you learn that you got to have a board of the trust? So you're not making decisions by yourself? So you can't be looked at as an alter ego? Because you're holding multiple positions as a trustee or as a manager and a beneficiary? Right. We know because they contact us every single day. Is trustee training going to make sure that I got my SPC status good? What status? My status correction. We need to know how to make sure we're in the proper person. What, being a majority? Learning how to manage contracts? Trustee training type mentality? Because the trust is a contract and you're a trustee of the contract? Are you a trustee of the SPC? No, it's a lower level contract. That's something that may be inside a trust. Why? Because it's security. So not only do you use it for your so-called government name, you have it for many assets. You have a secure interest in many assets. Ladies and gentlemen, see, the SPC has been painted as some rogue vigilante process that gives you your freedom papers. Ladies and gentlemen, we can show you on the public side how PNC Bank, other banks have security interest in companies because they've given them loans and they put a lien on it through the UCC. They give them a loan and they put a lien on it through the UCC. How is that different than what people are doing with just traditional SPC? How's it different? Because they're making money. They're actually creating a security interest in a derivative shadow paper and passing that along on the options market, on a derivatives market, and actually getting money for it. They're getting hypothecation to their document, to their certified security, their security interest. See, this is all regulated, ladies and gentlemen. But are you going to go halfway down the rabbit hole, or are you going to go down and actually get the job done and get some money? Or are you just going through what everybody contacts us and says, oh, we feel like we're going through a rabbit hole. We're getting started and we really don't even want to get ripped off. We don't know what's going on. I just feel like I don't want to go down the rabbit hole and not get anything out of it. What are you going to get out of it? You're going to get a whole bunch of paperwork. SPC University paperwork. That's what you're getting. 40 and 50 pages of legal documents. Ladies and gentlemen, do you have a legal education? How many of those people that so-called file the UCC actually go and get a lawyer to look over the document? Guess what? PNC did. The companies that go file it, that get secure interest did. Why? Because they got lawyers for that. They look over those contracts. They let you know if you're able to get it elected. If they make it to where you can get it actually put on the exchange market because it's a security. It's like a stock. That's what people are trying to claim. Oh, we have stock and secure interest in this so-called government name or so-called interest in this entity. Oh, you do? Yeah, because it's an entity. You could discharge on it. Hold on. Okay, let's go there. So not only does it not make the average individual money, let's go to the discharge. Because now this is the figment of your imagination. This is the Ponzi scheme. This is the big lie that everybody wants to believe, that something's for nothing. Everything's free. Clean air ain't even free. But they going to promise you free paper. Free dirty paper that you can just write off. Well, there's a difference between set off and discharge. Oh, really? Okay. Show us and demonstrate. See, the millennials want to make money. The old heads, they want to get on the internet and preach and teach. See, that's what they call it. We going to teach you. Guess what? The millennials at the vault, we have workshops. We shake your hand. We actually are in training. That's why it's called trustee training. It's a lifestyle. It's a thought process. It's not a teaching. Remember when you went to school and you don't remember what they taught you? Because it was teaching. We're talking about training. See, in the military training, you don't forget those lessons. They want to train you into a thought process. That's what SPC Univershity is doing too. It's teaching you how to just go ahead, keep getting more information, be a great researcher. And what are you coming out with? Now you're coming out with discharge thought process. We got people trying to come over to the trustee training asking for trustee mindset. Why? Because they weren't given that. Trustee mindset involves the growth mindset. Did we forget that? The 4 keys of wealth? Did you learn it at SPC University? Did you learn the keys to wealth building? Or did you learn how to put together documents to protect your so-called freedoms that are already protected via the Constitution? Oh, we got to put people on notice because that's the claim. Okay, you can put that on notice in a local law newspaper, in your local county newspaper, where the residence of the entity resides. For business. That's why they call it a residence. For the business entity. But they went to discharge status. Oh, you got to go to discharge. People just want to wipe their debts clean. They want to wipe their debts out because, hey, the government's operating in a debt formation. So why can't I? You're right. Donald Trump did it too. Are you going to do it the legal way or are you going to do it the SPC Univershity way? Where you didn't even have a option, because the option is a security. You didn't even have a security elected by the security exchange as a security. It's a secured interest notice that still hasn't been elected or passed along to a security exchange. Oh, no. It went through the Depository Trust Commission. It went through these private organizations that I don't have any control over. Right, because you're the beneficiary. University graduate. You learned how to not execute. It's not about talking about it, getting a security. It's actually about the execution. And the execution is, are you going to discharge? Are you going to so-called set off? You going to do all that? Did you have an accountant? Do you have a high-level CPA? Do you have that? How many of those so-called Moors, how many of those so-called vigilantes out there have a top-flight accountant? Do you have an enrolled agent? They don't have enrolled agents. We learned that in trusteeship. We didn't learn that from SP Shitty. We didn't learn that. We got it from the trustee mindset. And now where are people at? People think this is their freedom, their life. We'll see, ladies and gentlemen. But what about making some money? So let's actually talk about how to monetize this situation. Because it's all about money, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, what are you going to SP Shitty for if you're not actually going to get capital out of it? Don't you go to college? Don't you go to university to go get some education to learn how to make some money? Oh, no. SPC Univershity just taught you how to secure interest. Right. That's half the block. That's the beginning blocks. That's called ready, set. We ain't even go nowhere yet. We spinning our wheels. You spinning your wheels. Everybody is spinning their wheels over there. Spinning their wheels. Oh, you're not? Okay, let's talk about money then. That's what we want to talk about. Because we do the workshops. It's trustee training. We're in the room with asset managers. We didn't need to hide the SPC Univershity. We didn't need to hide that. We have the workshops. We had the workshops with the other so-called trustees that wanted to be in trusteeship. We had the workshops. But when you're not a good trustee, guess what? The board elects to vote you out. You don't get to do things against the trust, the community trust. When you in community trusteeship, when you're supposed to be a steward of the information. They stewards of the information though, right? At SPC Univershity. Okay. So let's not talk about spinning the wheels and discharge and set off. Because that's the only message we ever heard come from SPC Univershity. That's all we heard. Discharge and we're going to secure a claim and all of this. Okay, well, let's talk about the money, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to give you the second half, the advanced class that they may not give you at SPC Univershity. The 2.2. The two, what is it? At college, they got 101 and 202. So let's go 202. So we're going to actually say, yeah, you do need to go get a top flight accountant. How about you go interview some accountants? How about you go interview some lawyers? Oh, no, they the public side. Stay away from them. That's the first mistake. First of all, the UCC is public. So why would you not go get counsel? You do have a right to counsel as a businessman. SPC University. Okay. So you do go get some actual, you get a team like any real businessman or businesswoman. Lawyers, accountants. What do we move to next? You definitely interview security exchange, securities lawyers. They got licenses for everything. They got Series 7, Series 6, 8. You got to look into it. You got to know what type of security you launching. There's different types of securities. Oh, you did when you went to SPC University, you only learned about one security, didn't you? One security. I just had the security interest in the property, but you didn't learn about the different security interests that there is available to you, because you wanted to go halfway down the rabbit hole, because you want freedom. Ladies and gentlemen, it's called financial freedom. You want us to say that again? You're not free unless you're financially free. So once again, we're talking about the money because that's what it's all about. It's about the money. So when you have a security, you can launch it on the exchange. It's like a stock. Ladies and gentlemen, don't think we could refer you to many mentors that have taken options off of land in the middle of nowhere. So of course you could take it off of a document, a secure interest in property, a piece of paper. Because when you securitize paper, when you securitize land, there's a paper derivative. That's why you're in a derivatives market now. And when you're in a derivatives market, that's called an asset that yields dividends. So the asset is supposed to be yielding dividends, yielding capital. That's one route to go. Maybe it turns into a logo. Now you lease it to people. The name Prince, that can be a lease. Why does it have to be one name? The so-called government name. Oh, because that's the name that you're going to get wrapped up in. You know, that's the name they abusing you in. Okay, yeah, because you're being a SPC University graduate and having everything in your name still. Because you own everything still. Because you say you in trust, but how are you in trust? How? When the trust is in your name. Let's go there. Because you created the trust. Let's go there. Oh, you're the beneficiary and a trustee. Let's go there. That's what we talked about in trustee training. That's what we train our trustees in training. Been training our trustees in that. Because it's about trustees in training. They try to tell you how to operate in the contract, but are you fully operational in the contract? Because guess what? Contract is simple. This is easy. Contracting game's easy. SPC University is better off telling you just to sign with a restricted signature. That's it. Why? Because that means you're operating properly in the contract. Restricted now. You're not giving away any unknown rights tacitly, acquiescently. This is where we are, ladies and gentlemen. People wanted a hero. They wanted another Yahshua. So people want to hear the voice behind the mic. They want to hear the gurus that are called teachers. Trainers, you live it, you move, you grow together. You create a community, you create a development, and community meets up. You shake each other's hand. You're living beings. This is not a hideout. You get in a room with other asset managers that are launching public companies because the UCC is public. So you're learning how to utilize the UCC on the public side, not just on the so-called secure you on the private side. They want to secure you on the private side. What about the public side, though? Are you learning how to create options and securities on the public side? No, because it's a derivative market. You're in a derivatives market, ladies and gentlemen. It's a derivative. It's always been a derivative. How many names can you have? You got more than one name. DBA. You got the gurus for the DBA. So first you do the SPC, then you do the DBA. Everybody's got an acronym. Because it's business, it's not personal. And in business, you're supposed to make money. Right? How do you make money off having security interest in property? By people leasing property, by people renting the property. How do you collect on the debt if you're the first in line? You don't. That's why you're the first in line. So nobody else can collect before you. But where are you going to get paid out at? How are you going to pay yourself? Do you hear that? You don't pay yourself. That's called selfish. You want to know how you get paid in the universe? You actually provide service or product. You create something from within and you give. You don't take. You don't just make a claim on someone else's property. You give. But what about it? Don't I need to claim my property? Ladies and gentlemen, do you give your talents and your ability away? Yes. Do you give your time away? Yes. Do you give your energy away? Yes. Do you give money away? Yes. You give your body away. That's an interest it's an interest in property. You're giving it away. Not claiming it. Why? Because claiming it is ownership. Oh, they didn't tell you that at SPC Univershity that if you claim it, now you're owning it. And guess what? You're taxable. Hold on. He didn't. Man, don't tell me. Hold on. I thought I was doing this to make sure. I'm trying to protect myself from the law. I'm not trying to get claimed. What is going on here? This is just too much. I know. We know. At the vault. It's too much. Let's keep it simple. It's contract. That's what it is. You're in contract. Trustee training. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. We can make it a derivative, SPC, DBA training. We can call it a lot of things. But it's trustee training, period. It's contract training. And where do you get that at? If contract law is private law, you get it in the private. You get it from the vault. Welcome to the vault. That's what you get at the vault, trustee training. SPC Univershity, you get contracts. And you're on your way. Just like the rest of the lawyers and the charlatans that are over the internet. They just sell you some paperwork. You go on your way. Because you didn't want to. Because if you're seeking a mentor, you're in the mentoring then. How many people are. And the mentorship doesn't stop. SPC Univershity, when does it stop? When are you out of true education? You're not. That's why the Vault is a continuing education program. We continue to develop the environment. We bring in better asset managers. We're a research and development firm for finance. You have to research finance. It's liquid. It's like the law. It's organic. It's growing every single day. They're writing new financial laws. They're writing all types of things. See, if you're not getting the full gambit of financial information, you're being deprived of financial information. That's called the public. See, in the private, you have to be open to all type of information. In the private, you have to be available to international information. Why? Because contract is international. It's an international language called contract. Did you learn that at SPC Univershity? Did you learn that the UCC is an international thing? International. Hold on. It's not just state. It's not federal. Right. It's not. It's international. But hold on. So it's international, but I don't know international laws. Really? You learn contract though, right? Because contract private is international, right? Right. SPC University though. I needed to learn trusteeship. I needed a mentor. I needed somebody that really was going to say, I need to fly on my own. I need to be in the law library just like you, mentor. I need to know it for myself. Not be always calling you, not always emailing you. We don't hear the stories? They're not emailing us? Or we don't get a reply. Ladies and gentlemen, if you email the vault and you only put something in the subject line, guess what? Go to SPC University where they reply. We don't reply to people with messages just inside of the subject line. You actually have to be an adult and type into the message line. We're not dealing with 18 and under. We're dealing with majority. It's trustee training. People enroll their children. They don't, most children, they're children for a reason. We respect that. Have a sound mind. Be a majority. Put something in the actual body. Have a comprehension. People literally email the vault and have lowercase i's in their grammar. So what do you think the vault thinks it is? It's called a robot. Because at the real university, you learn grammar. So you learn how to put together a real complete sentence. They got spell check. Use it. This is trustee training. It's not to scare you. It's to prepare you. Why? When SPC is trying to prepare you for the people that's going to come in and so-called yak your neck back and take your rights and all this stuff, you're going to be there by yourself. You're going to want to know what you need to know. What happened to the community, though? What happened to the community behind the knowledge? That's trustee training. That's the quarterly workshops where you have other asset managers. Guess what? You don't need to ask who's making money. You can see it. Quite a few people are wearing gold watches in the room, rings. There's families in the room. There's children in the room. Oh, hold on. We're doing quarterly workshops with children. One of the few trustee trainings that have children in the room. Why? Because we respect the family. See, trusteeship is about the family estate. It's not about SPC University protecting your shitty name. Excuse our language, because it's University. We're not here to just protect our names. What happened to you protecting the family name? And not just protecting it in trust. There you go. You thought you got it locked down, didn't you? Through a contract in trust. Well, let's go forward. What happened to preservation? Did you get the insurance in place? Is your name even worth gold? Is the name worth gold? Do you have gold listed on that UCC filing for the university filing? Is gold listed on there? Is silver listed on there? Is a real asset listed on there other than a derivative again? A paper derivative called a birth certificate. Oh, I got this thing authenticated. United States say they owe me some money, but really when I go look at US debt clock, it says the citizens owe some money. So that means if I'm claiming to be a citizen or the name's claiming to be a citizen, that thing already got a debt on it per the United States, per the New Deal 1913, 1933 when they did the Great Depression. Oh man. But hey, SPC University helps people got those stimulus checks, right? You didn't even have to do SPC University process and you still could get a stimulus check. So what's more valuable, getting some money or you going through a process that literally says, hey, we're going to protect your assets. What asset? Your government name. Okay, that's the first step in the building wealth. We got 3 more steps to go. The children ain't eating yet, baby. They're not eating off of that. Can they eat off preservation? Actually, if you just did the second step, the children can eat off preservation. Why? Because you got hard assets, gold, silver, intangible asset, such as insurance. Oh, hold on. See, this is the process of wealth building at the vault and trusteeship. So now let's get to the growth mindset. See, it's the trustee and growth mindset, not the SPC University don't grow mindset. Where are you growing? You still got to go out and do business. You still got to go open up businesses, correct? As a founder, as a president of a company. See, it's the trustee and growth mindset at the vault. That's what we focus on. It's business, not personal, ladies and gentlemen. Listen to your, this is all we say. Listen to your speech. I have a trust. Oh, you do? It's called living, public. Uh, you have a lien on your name. You. Hmm. But you supposed to own nothing, control everything. That's what the vault is all about. Trust Christian, own nothing, control everything. Appreciate you for tuning in live, listening to the replay. This vault was to clear up all the trustees or people that are looking to enroll or people that come through with these questions about, this SPC University saying, hey, we actually need to learn contract because we didn't learn contract. We got a contract. We got a template. What? Well, you got what? A contract? Oh, hold on. Did you get that from a paralegal? Did you know a paralegal can actually draft up private contracts? Hold on. We forgot about that though, didn't we, ladies and gentlemen? See, we got it from the charlatans over the internet that just peddle contracts. See, trustee training, you don't get contracts. You get trustee training. We make that very clear. Period. But hey, everybody wants the easy way out. They want the shortcut. And we understand that. And that's the difference between the vault and a lot of internet organizations. People that are putting a message out. The false hope narrative. You don't... How we have to say this? You live within the contract. You learn how to live within the contract. The Constitution is a contract. You learn how to live within the contract. Trusteeship or not, you learn how to live within the contract. Are you learning how to live within the contract, ladies and gentlemen? That's all it's about. So many people are yearning for the truth. They're not learning for a template plan. They're learning for their family. People actually have intentions of helping their families out. The greatest intentions. And how are you going to be underserved? By you creating a derivative. You, once again, did a company that you are a manager create? It. Bill Gates didn't create Microsoft, ladies and gentlemen, whether you know it or not. And think about it. Bill Gates created, excuse us, Microsoft created Windows. You hear that? You use Windows. That's a Microsoft product. Some people know how to make sure that they're in the right secured position. Because when you're Microsoft and Bill Gates trying to secure funds, you got to do it that way. Appreciate you all for tuning in live or listening to replay. This is one of those episodes we get a lot of questions about this subject. UCC. You think you're doing it right. People have contacted us for years, thinking that just because they got a number, they got to trust. Literally. They think if they change their name, they in trust. We address that. It doesn't work that way, ladies and gentlemen. It's trusteeship. It's business. It ain't personal. Faster you get out of trying to save yourself and save your life and save your name. What do you need to save? First of all, savers is for losers. You can't save your life. How about we grow your life? How about we develop your life, develop your skills, develop your talents, develop your services, develop your products? See, that's the growth mindset. You have to learn that vocabulary, not pauper mentality talking about we're discharging debt. We're not going to act like the fraudulent party that's in place right now, the de facto entity that people want to claim. Oh, they're a fraud. Well, if they're a fraud, why are you perpetuating the bankruptcy? Well, because they took away my ability to pay with things through gold and silver. No, they didn't. They're still printing gold and silver. Can you receive a payment in gold and silver? Yes, you can. Can you pay people in gold and silver? Yes, you can. Well, they also have things called derivatives on the market, clearly. But what about your SPC packet? Are you supposed to monetize that? This is what we leave you on. Are you going to monetize it? Because if not, might as well go ahead and get back to the business, trusteeship, get back, operate within contracts, and get busy with your life. Trustee and growth mindset. Contact the vault. Christian at trustchristian.com. Peace.